I lost my boyfriend tragically a few years ago. They never found him. And I've had such a hard time since, every day.
The reason why you didn't find him is because he's in water. And find him in water, it's like the girl that's missing in Aruba. You can't find somebody.
Well, it was September 11th. There was no, he was a fireman, but there was
no, see, I keep seeing him in water. Is there any way he could have drowned in water some way?
They never found a piece of him. Nothing.
From 9/11.
Because he says he couldn't breathe and he was filled with water. Well, if they were trying to put the fire out, Montel.
They could have, you know, yeah.
No, they won't find him, but honey, that's okay, because it doesn't matter if they find him or not, he's still over there.
I've been in business with this for over 30 years.
So we decided to see what would happen when we asked a psychic detective to help solve a missing persons case. Posing as the distraught brother of a missing child, we sent our producer, Charlie McElravy, to meet with Lori McQuarrie.
Hi, how are you? Very nice to meet you, Lori.
We showed her a photo of this missing girl, and she agreed to take the case for $400.
But I think it's solvable.
But what Lori didn't know was that the photo our producer gave her was actually a childhood photo of me. And obviously, I'm very much alive.
I don't believe she's alive. I'm sorry. I believe that it was a violent passing.
McQuarrie's sixth sense told her the girl was brutally murdered and sexually assaulted.
I think she was hit in the head with a rock.
But her visions didn't end there.
I think she can be brought home.
Pointing to a remote spot on this map, she even said she could help bring her body home.
Maybe even a mile or two from there.
The next day, McQuarrie sat down for an interview with me to talk about the work of psychic detectives.
I just had a gentleman in yesterday. 30 years ago, his sister disappeared.
She soon began talking about a recent case, but clearly her psychic abilities didn't tell her that I was the girl in the picture.
One of the first things I do in a case, Lisa, is I always make sure people know that if I feel the person is living or not.
So you'll always know,
yes,
when you talk to a family member, when you start a case, you'll know if this person is dead or
yes,
alive.
And that's the point, is that
every time.
Yes.
But apparently her psychic abilities didn't see this coming.
Lori, I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Does this girl look familiar to you?
Yes, she does. I worked this case.
This is a girl who you said was beaten and killed.
Okay.
This little girl is me. And you told somebody that she's dead.
Wait a minute. You didn't disappear?
I'm right here.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
How do you explain being completely wrong?
I can't explain it. I can't explain it.
You're charging them hundreds of dollars.
You know what, dear?
Hundreds of dollars. You're taking advantage of
Okay,
desperate people with a bunch of hocus pocus, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I think we'll go. Thank you. It's been an interesting experience. You all have a lovely, lovely evening.
I invited 3 mediums to a one-time Victorian chocolate factory where they all channeled the name George, an evil fat man who was the factory's first manager.
She's given me the name of George.
And I got the name George.
George?
It was George, yeah.
The only trouble is that George is part of a made-up story that I planted on the Chocolate Factory website a week ago.
I feel like he was quite angry about something as well.
I think they might be cheating, and I'm curious to see if they'll repeat any more of my fake history.
It would be great if you could go into a trance.
Okay, I could probably go into semi-trance, but not a full trance.
George, did the horses hurt your legs, yes or no?
Astonishingly, Goldie has actually summoned the ghost of my made-up factory manager. Her deception is almost complete.
Oh.
You okay, Goldie?
Oh, sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, I think so.
What I'd be really interested to get out of this is some surnames, if possible, to try and kind of pinpoint these people.
Okay, she's giving me bull, dog, bull, dog.
So what's his name?
I've got George and I've got Bull.
Goldie's definitely researched my internet story.
Goldie, can I tell you something?
Yes, love.
All the things that you channelled today, like, you know, George Bull, the American manager...
Yeah, you're going to tell me that he's got nothing to do with it.
Well, I have to tell you, that all came from a story that I made up.
Oh, did it?
With the help of a parapsychologist. And we put that
You
up
put
on,
it, yeah, I know.
on the website.
Congratulations.
And did you read that website?
No.
So how did you know all these facts?
A friend of a friend.
But, I mean, are you still pretty certain about the George Bull thing?
I am, yeah.
I'll be honest, I chose the name Bull for a reason.
Because it's shit. Yeah, I know, I'm psychic. I knew that.
You basically retold the whole story that we wrote.
My guy told me before I came here that I was going to be tested, and I said, fine, then we'll test one another.
So does that mean that you cheated?
I did. For most of it.
How much truth did we get tonight?
You probably got about 30%, I think, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A bit about it being called the chocolate factory.
I don't think it was ever a chocolate factory.
That's the one thing it was, Goldie, I'm afraid. It was a chocolate factory.
Was it?
Yeah, you see, you've even got the truth wrong.
Yeah, I know. Thank you.
I've decided to show him the fake manager's portrait I planted earlier that conveniently has a name plaque, George Bull.
George. George. George.
You getting a name coming through?
Do you know the initials of his second name?
Mm-hmm.
Was it B?
Yeah.
Was it Bull?
It was.
That's what I got.
This history that we've got here is all made up.
That's made up, you sure?
Yeah.
You positive?
Yeah, I got someone to write that.
Check it.
I got someone to write that and then put that on the Chocolate Factory website.
So where did I get Bull from then?
Well, I think probably from a name plaque on it. But...
I didn't see a name plaque, I can't see it. Because I need glasses.
Yeah, yeah.
In a moment, bells will chime. It is the signal to Raymond and I to initiate the final step of the linking process. When the tone sounds, the box will be opened, breaking the connection between Raymond, the box, and myself.
Raven. It's easier to read Raymond's writing in the mirror. It says metal, rectangle, 4 wheels. And I hope it gives you something to remember for the rest of your lives. I thank you. I'll put my hand on your shoulder.
I can see you itching to say something here.
I just think it's comical, quite frankly. Before I even move ahead here, I'll invite Ori and your friend Raymond right now. I have 2 envelopes here. I will give you $1 million of my personal money right now if either one of you can tell me specific details of what's... Now, don't tell me about the energy or that it's not the right time.
Man, I'll
but
tell
just
you
tell me
what
what's in here right now. Tell me right now what's in the envelope.
I find you an ideological bigot. That's what I find.
What's in the envelope
you
right now.
Claim,
tell me what's in the envelope. Tell me what's in the envelope. Don't give me all this bullshit. Tell me what's in the envelope. Tell me what's in the envelope. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Tell me what's in the envelope. Right here.
Guys. Listen to me. Wait a minute.
Okay,
it's a live show. This is not planned. We'll see you after the commercial break. Stay over there. You had a question for Sylvia about your daughter, Michelle?
My daughter, Michelle, was 17 years old. She'll be gone 5 years, the 21st of this year. Sylvia, I don't know how she died. Please, if you can, how did she die?
She was shot.
Circumstances around her death?
She just collapsed in her room.
I don't know, but something looks like... Because it looks like a combustion.
They found nothing on the autopsy.
I don't care,
Nothing.
but it looks like something hit her in the chest.
They did an autopsy. They did drug... You know, they do whatever
Everything.
they do. It's just she was a healthy child and...
She was in her...
Just fell out in her room.
Just
went
fell
out.
like a golf club's fall or whatever.
I know, just went down.
Yeah.
I don't know, but there was something that hit her hard, but you know, something sharp.
Did she play sports?
We dropped our psychics in the middle of a massive pine forest. There's a rescue chopper waiting for them. Our psychics have just 15 minutes to find the chopper. They've got a map that shows an outline of the area and then something belonging to the pilot. So a personal effect, you know, keys, wallet, something like that. And then our psychics will use that to sense, you know, the right direction.
How did they do? Let's have a look. Here are the paths of all 10 psychics, as illustrated by the show. Only 4 actually found the helicopter. The rest of them just wandered around, pretending their psychic power was actually guiding them.
My guide said, go straight, go straight, go straight. Yep, over here. Let's go, angels.
2 of them actually came within viewing distance of the helicopter, but their special ability failed to clue them in.
I'll go with that. It's pulling me to the right. I have a sense I got close, but I've passed it.
You can see from the maps that most of them veer off to the right and get lost, rather than making a fairly straight path to the helicopter. One psychic is supernaturally guided to the helicopter, and look what she finds.
I can see her. Oh no. That's a car. Terrible. Back to start.
Remember, these aren't just any psychics, they are the top 10 in Australia.
This lovely picture in here. Oh, you're upstairs. Hello, darling. Hello, is this something called the Barn? Is his name Bernard or Barnard? No. Why would he say that? That's our nan. Oh, your nan? Sorry.
With his marriage on the rocks, Paul turned to a clairvoyant he saw advertised in his local newspaper. It began with a $60 card reading.
Oh, she told me that I had a curse put on by someone in the family.
The good news for Paul was she could help, at a price. First, there was the rock in a glass of salty water, $1,000. To remove a curse on the family dog, $700. Droplets of liquid around the boundary of the house, $900. The cash continued to flow. Finally, she orchestrated a special ceremony involving a bath. The water bottled and sent overseas for prayer by a psychic higher order. But cleansing the soul doesn't come cheap. $18,000 in cash.
And how many times did you do that? Oh, a few times, probably about 3 or 4 times.
In a matter of days, Paul had drained the family bank account and handed over $52,000.
They told me not to tell anybody because if you tell people that the curse would spread.
Finally, realising he'd been scammed, Paul called Alana to get his money back. But there would be no refund, and soon there was no psychic. Alana packed up and then vanished. You're a psychic?
I'm a clairvoyant.
A very dodgy one, aren't you?
No. I ain't been on no run.
You changed your name? Your number?
I haven't changed my
and
name.
your address?
Wrong.
Every few months. You used to be Alana, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
My face goes on the air. I'm going to sue every one of you.
You
That's
can
right.
sue us, but guess what? The game's up.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
$18,000.
Bullshit.
You fill the bath up with water and you charge him $18,000.
Okay?
Do you know Paul?
No, I don't. I don't even know who you're talking about.
Do you remember filling the bath up with water and charging $18,000?
Well, we're back with medium James Van Prague, who has had us fascinated all morning about the world of ghosts and the unknown. And we're going to throw it open to you with our studio audience now. Take it away and see what you can see.
Okay, sweetheart, great. I'd like to start with this lady right here who's sitting right in the first row. I have a mother figure, very strong, coming around you, okay? And with the name of either Mary, Margaret, do you understand the name? Margaret Mary, okay, Margaret Mary. And I got to tell you that I feel before she passes over, though, there's a lot of hard time to walk or hard time to get up and get things going. Do you understand that? And I feel some arthritis, by the way. There's a lot of arthritis, and there's a bone problem. There's also something with the back. So I don't know if she sees to sit and have a pillow at the back of her,
No.
or is that you?
No.
No? That doesn't make sense to you? Okay, and what about trouble with legs?
No.
Okay, who has trouble with the legs now?
Well, my father's had 2 hip replacements.
2 hip replacements. He cannot walk as well as he used to.
Oh, no, he walks very well.
Okay, okay. Right. Was your mother buried?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Because she's talking about being buried and about an wake, or a funeral, rather. And she knows about it. She was very surprised by it all. And who's Kathy, or Kathy? Is there Catherine, or Kathy? Kathy? Catherine or Kathy? I also know who's Catholic, but there's someone who's Catholic background. And,
we all are.
You all are, okay.
Yeah.
So there was a mass said for her, and she wants to thank you for a mass that was said. And there are prayer cards that are said. There's a picture of Mother Mary somewhere around. Picture of Mother Mary. Would you know about this? You know about this. Picture
Well,
of Mother
all
Mary.
Catholics have Mother Mary around somewhere.
Good,
Yes,
okay, well, I don't.
You know.
But of course, that was years ago.
That still goes on.
Yeah, so I want to talk about something else with you, though. I said, music. I don't know why about music. Did you not do music? Were you going to do music when you were younger and you stopped doing music?
No.
Okay, you never wanted to play the piano?
No.
Okay, who was that one to play the piano? Or music?
Don't know.
Don't know,
No
okay.
one in my family's
Okay.
musical.
I want to talk about this lady here. Your husband's passed over? Or your father's passed over, rather?
Father
passed
is.
over. I don't know if he liked cars. There's no thing about cars. But there's something about cars with him. I mean, told me about this, okay? I don't know if he just recently got a car, or there was talk about getting a car, or changing a car. Are you living or dead? Do you understand? Do you understand about the cars?
No,
Did
not
you just
really.
get a car, or were there...
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
for a couple of years.
Ah, okay. Who had the heart problem?
Possibly my mum.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's passed over as well?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Did you know if there was heart situation before she passes?
Yeah.
Okay, and there was situations that she was going to either get an operation or a procedure done, something before that, okay? So I don't know if you know that she didn't get that. I also want to ask, I don't know who I'm with Teresa or Terry, but I am. Okay, I got to tell you that.
Sorry, what did you say?
Teresa or Terry.
Teresa?
Mm-hmm. Teresa or Terry. And was there a divorce with you? Never. You never married?
No.
Okay. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because I want you to love yourself more. Because you don't. I need you to love yourself more. Okay? I also want you... There's something about the car here with your father. I don't know, but I'm talking about a car here. I don't know what it means. If you're just getting a new car, or you got a new car, but there's something with that. Okay? I got to tell you that. I'm going to come over here to this lady. Are we almost close?
We're nearly there, just to see if you could feel anyone.
Your husband
around
passed
you.
over, correct? Do you have his ring or his watch also?
Yes.
Are you wearing it?
Yes.
Thank you. You just told me that in my head, okay? So you're very open. I want to talk about a picture that you had redone of him after he passed over, or you moved the picture of him, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. I also want to tell you that he's sitting right next to you on the, I don't know if you call it the couch. Do you call it the couch or the settee? But he's sitting there with you. Did he smoke cigarettes, did he? No,
No.
who's smoking the cigarettes? Are you smoking cigarettes?
Yes.
Would you please stop? Because he's there in the settee with you smoking the cigarettes. He's smoking cigarettes, okay? And I don't know who Paul is, or Paulie, or Paula. The name Paul. You understand that?
Paula.
Yes. Who is that, please?
Friends.
Okay. He wants to say hello or thank you to them because they helped when he died. They were there. They were here. They were around. You don't know that.
James
Okay.
Van Prague. Please thank James Van Prague for prompting some interesting questions.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very intriguing.
Yes. People come tonight. They'll have a great experience.
Now, thank you for joining us on the show. Your
Yes.
website, in case people have got any questions.
Vanprague.com.
Vanprague.com if you'd like to tune in to